Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox coming to you today with the review for Love and Marriage DC Season 3, Episode 5, you guys. So before I get to this review, let's just have a conversation, right? Listen, I am no longer going to complain about Love and Marriage DC because it is apparent that Love and Marriage DC, for whatever reason, is the redheaded stepchild of all of Carlos King's shows, okay? I just been sitting back and I've been peeping the way that Carlos, when he gets a show that he really enjoys and that he just really believes in and all of that, he's kind of like this with everybody at first. Oh yeah, it's going to be Detroit, my hometown. It's going to be everybody is fabulous there. We going to show it, on DC and, the principal and Ashley. Oh, he's a big DJ. It's always all of that at first. And then as things play out, he either gonna stick with you or he not, okay? It kind of feels like now Carlos feels like DC is an afterthought. You already know that they already got their show pushed a year off. We don't even know if Winter and Ashley might not even be friends again. Hell, Ashley and Joy might have worked out their differences or whatever. It's been a whole year. Now they got to still sit and act like they mad. They probably are still mad, you guys. But they got to act like it on social media because it has to line up with what's going on. Here's a fucking year ago. He pushed them back because he wanted Huntsville to come back. Now he's got Bad and Bougie. And everything is, Tamika and Malaysia and, Crystal and Goshay and all that. And it's just sort of like, but what about DC? It's like, that's the name of this show. It should be, what about DC? Because Detroit still didn't really get off of its feet well enough, for us to feel like Carlos has kind of dropped them because we still don't, I don't know, did they even bring the show? Have they approved to bring the show back? But DC is different because I feel like he just feels maybe obligated to maybe give him a season. I mean, this is really the second half of season 2, even though they're saying it's season 3. Okay. They didn't get a reunion for season 2, nothing. Now they're pushing saying it's a season 3. And it's just like, but like I said, he done had all of them on his show. Tamika, she's on the show. Malaysia, all this. Yes, honey, all this. Okay. And then as an afterthought, maybe Joy and Clifton gonna be on the show after the show or something like that. I just feel like he doesn't give them the attention that they need once the show starts to get into that rocky patch. Okay. And so to me, it's just sort of like, either you get behind all of your shows or maybe you just don't need to have it, so I feel bad for DC. DC is really working hard to try to give us a show, some entertainment and all of that, even though Ashley and the principal get on my nerves really bad. I still feel like they're trying to keep the show afloat without the help of their creator, So I feel I have a special place in my heart for them. And I just feel like, it ain't right. It ain't right. Okay. They look really, for real, the redheaded stepchild of Carlos King and his crew. And if he doesn't feel that way about them, then he probably needs to let them know a little bit better than the way that he does. Because to me, I just feel like DC is out there working hard on their own, you guys. So me, because I like to advocate for the weaklings, I'm going to envelop the cast of DC and try to, I'm gonna just try to see things a little bit. They still gonna get on my nerves, I'm sure, but I'm gonna stop complaining because I feel like, they fighting the uphill battle. It's tough. I know they gotta feel away every time they see Carlos jumping up and down for Malaysia and Tamika. Okay. So, yeah, with that being said, y'all, we gonna get to this review. Let's get to it, shall we? I say I'm gonna take some time off, y'all. All the cashiers, they was like, somebody stole her truck. It's like you can hear it all throughout the store. This Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Detroit, Love and Marriage Huntsville, our book 4, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, so the show opens with Winter and Irena and Ashley, they're at the restaurant, remember, and Winter just told them that she's having this winter wonderland. Yeah, I'm gonna invite everybody to this fabulous ski lodge, and we're gonna be for Valentine's Day, and it's gonna be so nice. You know how Winter is. Anyway, who's all coming? Well, the Duncans and the Pettys are also coming. Well, that's where Ashley has to, put the finger up. She will not be attending. Oh no, why? Why won't you? Because why should she spend her? First of all, why would anybody want to go on vacation? First of all, this trip, I've never seen on a reality show when they're about to go on a trip and everybody is like, oh my God. Everybody is like that. Like, what is the purpose of having a trip when nobody look like they're gonna have fun? The only one that look like they're gonna have some damn fun is Winter and Yusha. And the only reason why is because they ain't got the stress of knowing that they might have to fuck each other. Sometimes when you ain't got to do it, ladies, when you be on your cycle, so you be like, ooh, I could just relax, I can get some sleep and all. They've already got an understanding that they're not gonna have sex with each other. So they the only ones that ain't really got all this tension hanging over their head. Everybody else is something, okay? So anyway, Ashley is just like, she not doing it. Winter's trying to convince her that she is. But you know what? Everybody is coming, because Carlos told him. Okay, Carlos assists and he can't be bothered. So Ashley is going on, and Winter is like, well, Ashley, I just feel like you're really hurt by this. And Ashley says she is because they were once friends. I was like, well, then if you were her friend, well, why do we need friends like you? Okay, well, what we need enemies for if we got friends like you? Hell, she goes and tells Joy's business when Joy asked her not to. Yeah, she went and told her friend, but it ended up on the show and all of that. Yeah, it was just sort of like, Ashley, you were really wrong in all of this. But Ashley is going to continue to say, that, Ashley is just mad because Joy hasn't forgiven her, okay? And Joy had never moved on when Ashley was ready to move on. That's really what this fight is about. Anyway, so now Ashley's hurt. Oh, mean bitch can actually be hurt, you guys. Joy did reach out to her through text, and it was quite, to whom it may concern, a business email like Ashley said. But at this point, Joy probably don't even know how to approach Ashley. It's a fight every time they do something. So maybe I can't come to you on the hey sister girl tip. Maybe I need to make this shit business-like and maybe you'll understand me better. Whatever it is, Ashley ain't trying to do it, and that's fine. The thing is, like, why drag all these people on a trip when nobody wants to come? Really, nobody wants to come, like I said, except for Winter and Usha. But Irena, I feel like everybody could just sit down and have a talk. Irena always feels like that, and Irena knows that's bullshit. But Irena has a show to do. Irena and Jamie, to me, they always, well, it's really more so just Irena. Irena realizes that this show has to happen. So Irena does whatever she has to do to make it go. So she says, you guys need to sit down, even though every fucking time they sit down and talk, it's like cats and dogs. Okay. But whatever. Winter is telling them they're going to have all the accoutrements that they want. It's going to be so nice. Everybody's not going to be up on top of each other. People are going to have time to get away and do what they need to do. Hell, it's Valentine's Day. So, yeah, everybody is going to be able to get away. But, let's also try to fellowship together and bring the group back together. Winter of all people. Girl, you hanging on by a damn thread yourself. Now, Joy and Clifton, we see them. And you guys, it's hard to not like Clifton and Joy. They are regular level-headed people. Nobody is saying that Clifton and Joy is perfect. I still have a problem with the fact that Joy, a bunch of times, even though they explained why Joy kept going, because she was told that she needed to go, but yeah, I feel like Joy, when she went to that Christmas party, she was going with the intentions of confronting Ashley. Okay. The game, not so much. By then she was like trying to not deal with that stuff, but she was forced to go to the game. But so there are some things about Clifton and Clifton and Joy that's not perfect, but I still like them. They cool. So anyway, we see them there at the house. First, he's showing us his beard oil. You guys, his $1 million beard oil. It's just like, I guess, maybe it's gonna take off like that. But he after they talk about the oil or whatever, they're just talking about how much they love the Tylers. You know, Irena and Jamie, they just a regular cool couple. Nobody said that they were perfect either, okay? But they like the fact that, you know, they can come, they can get together, you know, everybody on the same wavelength, the vibes, like you kids say, you know, everybody vibing and all of that. So they enjoy them. It's too bad that they can't seem to make that work with the Silvas. Now, Joy says, I do love Irena for her, all of her, you know, kumbaya and we are the world and let's come together, you know, all of that. But she don't know about her sitting down and talking with Ashley. They've tried a few times and it's been a disaster each time. So she ain't really falling for the okie doke this time about, you know, oh, you guys need to sit down and talk. But I was just like, you kind of going to have to, because they're already making you go. You got to know that it's going to be some sort of confrontation there. They probably had a conversation with production and was just like, the only way that we're going is that the Tylers have to go. But can you imagine being a couple that don't really know Winter and Yusha like that? And then the other the other three couples, two of them don't like you. So why would I want to do that to myself? Okay, I hadn't forgot all about Sherelle and Black Block. Okay, their storyline is so unimportant to this whole show. I don't even know why they're still on the show. You see how Black Block has turned up the charm and turned up the whole everything, and he's all an actor and all that. You know, I can appreciate it and everything. You know, they trying to get well, they don't have peaches and shit for love and marriage. What they do? They trying to get on the show, probably permanent as a permanent couple as well, or, you know, stick around longer. But really, Black Block and Sherelle can be gone. Okay. But I don't even think Joy is really concerned with the Duncans that much. You know, Sherelle, with all her heat blowing out of her mouth, you know, going on and on about them calling them shady and all of that, as if there weren't many other worse ways that she could have talked about her husband. And the lady never even said shady. That came from Irena. We already dealt with that. Like, so it's like, why we still talking about that? But anyway, they're more concerned about, of course, the principal and Ashley. Now, the only way that they probably agreed with production, or, you know, I mean, they gonna have to do what they have to do at the end of the day. It's not their show. They have to do what they say, or, you know, get in trouble. So, but they probably said, let's meet in the middle. Production said, you guys don't have to stay in that place. All right. If it feels like the block too hot, then get your ass up and you can leave. And that has been the only reason why they feel a little bit more comfortable about going. And again, I'm riding 4 hours to sit up here and argue with some old mean ass bitch and her little man. No. Okay. So yeah, I feel sorry for Clifton and Joy, but they on their way up there too. So first we see the Silvas. They're packing for their trip. And it's clear that they don't want to go either. Girl, it is hot as fuck in this car. Am I having a heat wave? Oh, shit. Oh, you gotta have to open the window. It's about to melt in here. It's clear that they don't really want to go on this trip. However, Ashley is like, well, her and Irena, because their friendship is pretty strained, you know, maybe this trip will be good for them. They can sit down, they can talk. You know, they don't dislike each other. It's just that it's just been all this other shit in there. So maybe her and Irena can get things clear. But to them, the petties don't exist. Okay? And here go little man, the principal. He over there talking about, you know, I don't care what he do. If he come over here, you know, it's going to be like that. You know, I don't care. He disrespect my wife. Even if he didn't disrespect me, if she feel like that, that's when I knew that nigga knew that his wife was tripping. Because you're gonna sit there and support, like I said, you don't have to blast your wife in front of everybody. You don't have to blast your spouse. But at some point, you're gonna have to let your spouse know when they right and wrong. Otherwise, you are doing them a disservice. You letting your wife behave like a child. So the fact that he's supporting her no matter what, that's how you create monsters. And that's why Ashley is a fucking monster. So, you know, the principal trying to say he ain't gonna be an asshole. I was like, you have no other way to be. You so damn stupid and little and mighty, and he just get on my nerves, you guys. When you see him, I just think of all of them little niggas on the street back in the day in LA that really talked the talk but did not walk the walk. You know, the ones that was kind of street, kind of out there like that, but then sort of still like, you know, nigga, all you needed to get, if it was just him and not the group, not the gang of people, you know, maybe he was going to act differently. But of course he can still claim that street cred because he was out there on them streets. I'll give him that. But he just strikes me as a mark. Okay, he's a mark. Him going on, I said, nigga, shut up. I'm just tired of seeing the principal. You get on my nerves so bad, you guys. At any rate, Ashley says she's looking forward to going on this trip because she feels like she's gonna get some good rest, if anything. Again, remember that stress when you know you ain't gotta have sex with nobody. Ashley ain't fucking DJ Quick. She was just like, baby, I'm about to go over there and sleep. Shit, okay? You see, the Tylers, they're also getting ready. You know, Irana's like, Jamie, are you excited? And he was like, can't you tell by my face? Okay, Jamie this season has tried to stay out of the way. All right, they don't really have anything going. So Irana is the one that's all up in the middle of even though Irana didn't choose to be in the middle of Joy and Ashley, but it has been mighty convenient that she's landed right there in the middle. So, you know, Jamie is like, he already knows it's fixing to be drama. And she was like, no, everybody's adult. She feels like they can sit and talk. Oh, because it worked out so well the past 2 times? Oh, okay, Irana. Then Irana, to add a little spice, she says, well, I found out from a little birdie that Ashley was also upset that Jamie didn't jump in when Clifton and Ashley was going back and forth in the suite. And Jamie was like, what the fuck was I gonna get in there for? They 2 grown-ass people, they was having a conversation. Now, if Clifton would have balled up his fist or, you know, huffed or jumped at her or something like that, that's something else, okay? Belch, like Karen said, Candy said, don't be belching at me, belching. No, nigga, don't be bucking at somebody. But anyway, he was like, there was none of that, so there was no reason for me. This is the problem that I have with these shows now. They act like women can't talk to another man without it feeling like, you know, the woman is threatened and everything. I mean, there's been plenty of times that I have gotten into it with men. I ain't fighting them. I'm not trying to antagonize them, but if it's a disagreement, it's a fucking disagreement. I don't need my husband coming in to fight for me. I'm not even fighting. I'm having a conversation with you. So don't, you know, I hate that about this show. I done told y'all plenty of times, I don't need Mister to come in unless it's about to get the fisticuffs. Then it's something else, but I'm not going to let it get to that. I am grown. I know how to talk to people. And I would imagine that everybody else there should know how to do it too. This shit with Ashley trying to make it seem like Clifton was doing something. I hate that shit too. Because, girl, you know that man wasn't all over you. I can't wait to the reunion. They're going to show that. And they're going to show the distance that he was from her. Okay? Yeah. Anyway. But now that Irana done told Jamie that, I guess that's supposed to let him know that, you know, the principal and Ashley got a little problem with. The principal, listen, Jamie would fuck up the principal and Clifton. We already know Clifton would roll up the principal. Okay, because that nigga is big already. So the principal, like I said, that Napoleon complex, you know, he's so tough and all this, nigga. Unless you got a gun, get out my fucking face. You ain't fixing to do nothing. Nathan, I don't care if you out there getting your ass rolled up in a damn wrestling ring and out there. Man, please go somewhere. So now that Irana has told Jamie that too, now there's a little tension, even though it shouldn't be, with Jamie and the principal. Mostly on the principal side. Now we see Winter, and of course Winter's talking to Yusha, and she's saying how stressful it is, you know, trying to, you know, make sure that she can wrangle all of these couples, and it's the ladies, trying to get the ladies to do what they need to do. She did agree to let the Petties stay at a different accommodation. That's the only way that they were going to be able to come and feel comfortable about it. So she's good with that. I was looking at the house. I was like, was there another room? I mean, I guess they wouldn't have showed us the other room, but it didn't look like it was anyway, you know, so everybody is coming. And like I said, I had totally forgot that the Duncans even had a problem with the Petties. That's how irrelevant the Duncans are. Now, on the day of the trip, everybody is meeting over at the Tyler's house. I guess that's the neutral place. We don't know where the hell Winter lived, child. So, the neutral place, the Tylers is having everybody come. And like I said, as everybody is getting to the house, everybody is just sort of like, well, we don't know how this gonna be. You know, everybody just get, you know, usually you be like, you know, we about to party. It's about to be this, that, and the other. But instead, everybody there is just sort of like, you know, so what do we need to do? Well, the Tylers, they got a lot of alcohol, whiskey and tequila and vodka and all of this. So, you know, we're going to have a drink before we get on this road. All right. And at the time, I didn't know it was going to be no 4-hour ride, but they get in the van and they all heading up. When they get on the van, I think before they get in the van, Irana asked, no, while they're in the van, because Winter had said, you know, no, as of now, nobody knows that the Petties are coming. Okay. But Irana did ask, like, are they coming? And she said, yes, they will be there. They're going to meet us there. They have separate arrangements. They're going to meet us there and all of that. Okay. And Ashley kind of made a face, and she's so fucking childish, you guys. She is really like a mean 11th grader. The 11th grade girls was really the meanest, because 12th grade girls know they was fixing to graduate. Them 11th grade girls and 11th grade is hard as fuck too. You know, you trying to keep your grades up and everything. Them the mean bitches. That's how she act. I said, Carlos, you a motherfucker for making these people go on this damn trip. But whatever, we on the trip. So they in the van, and what we can do to try to have a good time. All right, the Duncans is like, it's on. You already know that they got their podcast. What's the name of their podcast? The Friends, Sleeping with Friends? I don't know. But you already know what they on. Oh, she about to get out here. You know, she love all this. She can't wait to see and this and that. And she gonna be listening if they gonna be fucking and all. Girl, calm down. Just calm down. Them kind of people, like, they can be fun. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when you got people with that kind of energy and you need it, that can be fun. But sometimes it's like on this trip, I was just like, girl, you a little too excited. Okay? We play Truth or Dare. And the very first question is from Sherelle. She says, DJ Quick, you know, is it true that you, when you go down on your wife and you put your face in the place, and she ain't said it like this, I'm gonna give you guys the cute and, you know, the grown up Roxanne version. But when you put your face in the place, do you take it on downtown and lick in the butthole? First of all, you guys, I done told y'all plenty of times, TMI, but you ain't got to be down there. Like, why are you back there? All this goodness up in the front, and you want to be back there. They, you know, I'm just like, you ain't, just don't go back there. Just leave it alone. Shit all wet and everything. Like, I don't want all this slippery ass. I don't. No, I know men think that women like that. Some women do like that. It's never been. And people been like, oh, you just got to get it to the point. And it's a point in there with the G spot. I don't give a fuck. Leave my ass alone. Okay. But, you know, he real quick says that he does, you know, participate in eating the anus. And the rest of the men raised their hands as well, except for Yusha. Yusha said he tried in the past and he just can't. I was like, you old nasty bitch, huh? It smelled like Badusi before you tried to get down there. Yusha was just like, never again. Anyway, you know, Winter was like, oh my God, I didn't know that it was going to get to this point. You know, she was just like, oh, y'all a whole lot. Okay. Another Truth or Dare. They tell Jamie, Quick tells Jamie to kiss his wife, tongue his wife down for 5 seconds. It's like, I mean, we've been married all this time. Of course he gonna kiss his wife. That ain't nothing. That was an easy dare. Okay. And Quick say he trying to help Jamie out. Nigga, you need to help yourself out, because your wife said she about to sleep on Valentine's Day. Now here come Irena, because Irena said, damn it, I got a show to do, and Carlos ain't fucking with us no more, so now she on task. Okay. Irena's question is to the Duncans, do you guys really don't know? To Ashley, do you guys not really like the petties? Oh, why are you asking that, Irena? All of a sudden, everything just brings it down. I say, leave it to Irena. Jamie, control your wife. All right. Anyway, of course, you know, Ashley, I don't like her because, like, okay, we already know Ashley don't like her. Then we bring it over to the Duncans. Sherelle and Black Block, why y'all don't like the petties? And Sherelle says, I don't not like her. I don't know her. I don't like the situation. I don't like the fact that she called my husband shady. I said, girl, we ain't even thought about your husband being shady. I forgot they was in a fucking group together. Girl, quit trying to bring that whole mess up. We already done got past it. All right, if you say the man is ethical, then fine. Okay? Like, fine. I don't care about none of that. You know, but she gonna keep on saying, everybody know my man is very ethical. He ain't never did this, that, and the other. Okay. Don't call her man shady, y'all. I just don't like the fact that they were talking about the petties. And, you know, I guess this is Irena's fault, because everybody was pretty much trying to stay away from the petty conversation. But the fact that Irena brought it up, I didn't like that, because they're not there to to defend themselves, and you guys are just sitting up there just talking about them. So that already had them rub me wrong, but whatever. They had been on that damn bus 4 hours, I guess. They got there, looked like it was dead in the middle of the fucking night. Everybody looked tired. They get in there, oh, well, at least the place is nice and warm, and it smells good. They had the chef there. It looked like he was already trying to get ready and preparing and stuff. And so once they all get in there, Winter was just like, okay, we gonna let you cook the food. We gonna kind of freshen up, get ourselves together, and then we'll come on back down. Okay, we had a game, but we ain't got time because it took them a long ass time. They probably stopped a couple of times. It probably took them, 4-hour trip, couple of stops. That could run you up to 6 hours, right? So, or maybe 5 in traffic and all. So they all go upstairs. Winter tells them their bedrooms are all upstairs, and they go up there, and apparently I believe the Silvers was able to nab a room with the bathroom, but the other room or the other rooms was just one bathroom, which meant that the Tylers and the Duncans had to share bathrooms. And I know it don't matter that much to men, but to women, yes, I just really need to I don't care even sharing a bathroom with another woman if it's just a woman and 2 women, okay? But when it's a couple, you just start thinking about all the times that you might need to just run to the bathroom. Hell, you guys might have done it. You go run to the bathroom, you got your hand under there, you trying to hold it, you ain't got no clothes. TMI again. But I'm just trying to tell you, there are certain times when you need to have a bathroom. You can't be going out into the hallway trying to get keep the drip from dripping on the floor, and you ain't got no clothes on. Y'all just finished doing it and everything. You need your own bathroom. And what if you get the bubble guts in the middle of the night? What if, you trying to get ready the same time the other person's trying to get ready? It's so many problems that can come with that. All right. So yeah, I would have had an issue with that as well. But what could they do? You're going to have to work it out. Okay. It looked like I said, the Silvers looked like they had a bathroom. They was fine. The rest of them, so they, of course, this is when they all started kind of loosening up and laughing. I guess by now they probably was loopy because it really looked like it was late. Okay. So they all teasing Winter and Yusha about how y'all not even married. Y'all got this big old nice master suite. Winter was like, honey, I am the one that's hosting this. Yes, I'm going to have a nice big room. Y'all not even married. Y'all don't even have sex. And oh, well. Okay, we be sitting up here gazing in each other's eyes in this nice big old master suite while the rest of y'all sitting up there trying to figure out who gonna pee first. And of course, we also see the Petties. They get to their hotel, okay, motel, Holiday Inn. I was like, damn, Residence Inn. But you know what? It's okay. As long as the shit is clean, we might have to pull this comforter off because you know how that go. But other than that, okay, it's a price to pay for peace. I would rather be in a not so, 2.5, 3-star hotel than having to fuck with people that I don't fuck with and be arguing and fighting and shit. I need to get some damn sleep. I can't be with y'all with this. Okay, so you know what this room is gonna do. They don't really know how it's gonna be, even though they do know how it's gonna be. But they don't know how it's gonna be. They only seen Irena and Jamie. They ain't seen nobody else since the big fight, the last big fight. So, they joking around and all, and they're laughing, oh my God, we gonna have to, pray about this. They get their Bibles out of the drawers, and they come up. And like I said, I think that them two just realize that they kind of on an island on their own, really. Even with Irena and Jamie, because Irena and Jamie can't be coming to the defense of them all the time. They are going to have to handle this themselves, so that everybody won't say that Jamie and Irena is always trying to take up for them and all of them. They're going to have to handle this themselves, okay? They're going to go. They're going to, if shit get a little too hot, that's why they have this place. They can just leave and they can come on back to the Residence Inn. They get a safe word, they laugh. Oh, the Last Supper, the prayers of the righteous availeth much and all this, And then, they're going to head on over to the house. So back at the house, Chef Jim and his crew, they getting the food together and all, and everybody is down there at the table. Winter was just like, oh, I thought I was gonna have to round everybody up. They was like, bitch, it's 1:00 in the morning. Okay, you ain't rounded nobody up. We was ready to get this shit done at 11 o'clock. Like, come on, let's get this show on the road. That's how everybody kind of looks at the table. Again, they notice that there's some empty seats there. Are the Petties coming? She was like, yeah, she believes that they're coming. They're running a little late, but they are coming. And you know, all of that. However, they're running late, so we got to eat, because it can't be 3 o'clock. Okay. So they start eating. Chef Jim start telling them what they got and all of that. And they start eating. And then the petties get there. Okay. And, you know, Joy is like, hey, black people, you know, trying to come in on the positive note. I really, really wish that Clifton didn't try to go up to the principal, because that was his moment to try to show everybody around there how tough he is. And he was trying to make Clifton look stupid for even walking over there, like, oh, you know, because Clifton was like, oh, is that how it's gonna be? You know, when principal had ignored him, he's like, yeah, that's how it's gonna be. You know, and I was just like, that right there should let them know exactly how this whole weekend is about to go. When we saw the rest of the clips, that for the next episode, it didn't even look like Joy and Clifton was with them people hardly. So, you know, I know that Winters had told them the itinerary and they wasn't always going to have to be together, but they wanted to at least get this night out of the way. And, you know, with the way that the Silvers are assholes, coupled with it being super late and everybody tired, you know, patience is thin, all of that, you already know next week that dinner is going to be a disaster. I really want Clifton to fold the principal's ass up. I just want him to get too close to Clifton. And I know Clifton won't do that. Nobody is trying to do any of that. But the principal, I just can't wait to the reunion, because that's the only time that people really have to kind of face, like, you know, because everybody knows that the Silvers is tripping. Everybody. When I look at the comments, Ashley don't really have too many fans, and neither does the principal. So they gonna have to change. This mean girl act that Ashley has, maybe it would work if it was on Bad and Bougie, because, you know, because Carlos loves that show, but nobody is really supporting them like that. So you can't afford to really be disliked like this. Okay? Because, honey, the show it's already on real, it's wobbly. So you need to, girl, I don't know what she need to do, but them too. Don't they get on y'all nerves? Anyway, you guys, that is it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to hold on to I feel like these my kids, y'all. I feel like they my kids, and I gotta try to make sure I keep them together, because Carlos ain't doing it, baby. Carlos ain't doing it. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I still gotta do Real Housewives of Potomac. Shit. Make sure that you thumbs up the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm Roxanne. The channel is It's Rox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Goodbye.